Yo, this army moving right behind me, no doubt. Shaking the ground like a storm, what's that about? Fear lurking in your chest, heavy in your soul. Why your faith wavering in this crowded road? A flood coming, hear that thun-roused vibe. A fierce wind's here, feeling that tribe. I'm a part of this movement, watch me claim the stage. Switching up the narrative, turning the page. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, you'll know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see, I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Yo, Danger, why you running wild, huh? Ain't got the guts. Why you scared to speak the truth, cause your shit's nuts. Heard your prophet stories, blood boils in my veins. Why's your faith in fiction, acting all deranged? Stop making pretzels, just give me the real deal. Got questions in my heart, better let me feel. Why a 6-year-old got your prophet's heart? Got a daughter in your house, but what's the real part? Why Muhammad was lusty for his son's bride, dropped adoption just to chase them freaky vibes. Why he thirsting for those honeys, then running to his wife, calling them demons when he's the one acting trife. Power 30 men could only rock a bed. When Umar hollering, thought of feeling hot, getting fed. Now be chomp on that steak, pump that beat instead. Divine blessings raining, dread in the kafir's head. What kind of God you serving? Lies flushed, your story's so wild, even Hitler be blushed. Got more tales like this, pull up if you dare. Yo, slide in my stream, quit making dollars, I swear. Your prophet told you drink, don't play me like a fool, cause I'm catching my stride, ain't nobody's tool. Your prophet wild with the words, talking so crass, saying go ahead, bite his pop's dick, you trash. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, know you know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Muhammad's the last prophet, Allah's the true God. Trust me bro, through Allah's words, no facade in Quran. The cycle spins, that's the scoop. No other proof, just belief in the loop. What's up with your hate Quran teaching disgrace? Deny your own teachings, now we scum in this place. Yo, we like donkeys, we dogs, riding through the race. Call us cattle, but we stay fly, holding our space. What's the deal with your God? Teach you how to lie. Minuscule mistakes, bringing floods from the sky. Creeping behind your back, got your weapons tight. If you're out of kafir, we taking that flight. Hey. Yo, Bibby, listen up. Claim what's yours now. Ain't no dude rolling you, so pick your vow. Half brain, half belief, half the wealth you claim. In Islam, if you naked, girl, don't play that game. Still you fighting hard like a chicken for a KFC. Deceived by the blind, do your faith really see? Your Quran's hiding secrets, dimming your spark. Your Allah's the real devil, lurking in the dark. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, you know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Cashier dropping wisdom, cur to be in play. You testing my gang, I'll expose your whole way. I see you fronting, acting like you legit, but your Allah know you lying out here playing that shit. Islam broke my heart, lost my crew, bond was through. Thought I found the truth, but it was a lie, who knew? Left the faith on the road, torn from the divine. Tears flow like rivers, left my home behind. Pride I wore like a crown, turned to dust in the blaze. Had a prophet on my mind, bowed my head in shame. Now I'm down, just a victim of struggle and blame. Lost in the streets, trying to figure out my name. Spit on your blind faith, I stay true, no faking it. Temptation of paradise, nah, I ain't chasing it. You brought the blade down, but I wield the pen. Armored in truth, ain't no stopping me, friend. I'm Hojak ol Murtadeen, that's my style. This ain't just fashion, it's my life for a while. I'm Adam, yeah I'm Adam, watch me rise, no doubt. I'm Adam, can't shake me, hear me shout. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, yo to know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see see, I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth.
And hello everyone, this is your favorite Murtad live once again. Salam al Masih, peace of Christ be with each and every one of you. And I hope you haven't missed me much because I'm back. And we had a lovely, lovely
Me
session
too,
last Thursday.
me too, me too. I
And
am back.
Sister Hatun is here as well. And we are live with Sister Hatun's channel as well as Facebook channel as well as YouTube channel. Sister Hatun, welcome, welcome. You look wonderful today. How are you?
By God's grace, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone who is joining us on Adam's YouTube channel, Facebook, and DCCI. How are you doing, brother?
I am doing good by the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and He is blessed us with a beautiful day again. I hope you had a wonderful time so far.
I'm good. Thank you. Viking lady, what are you waiting from me? You are waiting nothing from me. Not a thing.
Viking lady, why are you being a lady like? There is nothing, Sister Hatun, owe you. Okay, that's all. All right. So, what are we discussing today?
Well, I proposed a couple of topics, and then you went with a topic which I didn't propose.
But did you watch it? Isn't it beautiful?
And so we are going to talk about we are going to review a clip about Sharia, but I proposed you like Lily Jating. Why didn't you go with Lily Jating?
Because David Wood already did that. I looked
That
at
does,
it.
that
David Wood
doesn't
put a beautiful video. Sorry.
that doesn't mean you can't do it.
Oh, your coffee mug is gone and have a 1 gallon jug of water bottle. Man, I don't know how you actually pick this bottle up when it is full. Like, do you use exercise dumbbell as water bottle?
Um, okay, don't look like this. See, see, building muscles, brother. Um, so I proposed you Lily J scandal, and then that Islamic dilemma thing, and then you wanted to look at the this video about Sharia, and application of this video is actually seriously disturbing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we are gonna deal with it. And then on DCCI, I pinned the link in the chat for people to call in and then make their defense or their case or join us for discussion.
Awesome. Yes. And somebody said that he received a hype star notification that he's the top 5% viewer. All right. Awesome, sir. Thank you so very much. Keep up the great work and be one of the top 10. The top 5 is better than top 10. Okay. So be
So
the top. Okay.
what is this?
So when you make a video every week, you get 3 hypes. So you can hype 3 videos in a week. So
So
every
you
time you,
suggest that video, like you are suggesting the video?
yes, so you're hyping the video. So it pushes out. So more the people hype your video, the better it is. It's free, but if you want to hype more than 3 videos or more than 3 times, you have to buy the hypes from YouTube. But every person will receive 3 hypes every week.
Hmm. I never hyped your video is.
You cannot hype my videos
Oh, okay. Okay.
because
Why
you are
not?
in them. Because you are in them.
Oh, they
You
wouldn't
are a
know.
creator. You are a creator.
Huh.
So anyhow, let's come to the point of implication of Sharia because uh, a lot of people in the UK are demanding Sharia right now, as you know, and then now a lot of people are demanding Sharia in Canada and in America. So you have Sharia, Sharia shouting people. I have done maybe at least 10 or over 10 videos in Urdu channel about Sharia, and every time a Muslim comes in, I ask him, "Have you ever read the Sharia?" And Not even a single time a person has ever said yes. They said this is Quran and Sunnah. I was like, no, that's not Sharia. Quran is Quran. Sunnah is the words of Muhammad or the actions of Muhammad. Have you read the Sharia? Oh, Quran and Hadith gives the Sharia. I was like, no.
So isn't Sharia uh, Islamic law?
Hmm.
So I am not a Muslim. Why I am bothered by it? Why I'm even studying it? Why I'm even talking about it?
Because when a law is implemented in a country, it is implemented on everybody. And according to Islamic Sharia, your life matters half or 11th time the life of a Muslim.
So if I am hearing you correctly, you are saying even though I am not Muslim, I am Christian, I am still affected by Sharia.
Yes, because Sharia is created in such a way that you will be snubbed, penalized to an extent that you would want to accept Islam so that you will have equal rights.
It is being forced upon me.
Yes, ma'am, because they are in power now and they can implement Sharia.
Hmm. What's wrong
So
with our
that's, sorry,
what is wrong with the British or American laws that they want to bring, Muslims want to bring their own law?
because while you have a secular law and secular government where everyone has the right equally, even though it is not there in UK anymore, but supposedly a Muslim cannot flourish the way they want to. For example, in Pakistan, they can say anything they want to say about the Bible. They can say anything what they want to say about the Jesus of the Bible. They can say anything they want to say about Paul. Paul is the most abused apostle in Pakistan. Um, but even if you say something slightly disrespecting towards Muhammad, and even sometimes just saying the word Muhammad without using sir, you'll be penalized. So the freedom of speech is one way in a Sharia compliant country, not two way. That's the problem.
Hmm. The reason I ask that because I hear quite often from Muslims when I critique Sharia and application of that, I hear that why do you even bother? It has no effects on you. It is law for Muslims. But it looks like that's not the case at all. That's
So
what you're saying.
and that's exactly what I'm saying, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video as well. And one of the beautiful thing that we will discuss in this video is that the laws are different in Sharia for a Muslim versus a non-Muslim, an Arab versus a non-Arab. So, for example, one of the beautiful law is what if a Muslim somehow commits a murder in a Sharia compliant country to a non-Muslim? What would be the punishment for that person?
Well, I would love to say logic's supposed to be doesn't matter what their religion is. Someone steps in and then takes the life of someone else. So that should you would expect long prison sentence for that person, right? I don't care about what they
Mm,
believe. I shouldn't be
mm,
caring about what they believe. I shouldn't be caring about what color they are, how tall they are, or how fat they are. Someone, a human being, took the life of another human being. You would expect criminal justice say, okay, this many years is in prison. That's what I would expect. Of course, when
Okay.
it comes to Sharia, um, I guess life of non-Muslims are seen just like a nothing to nobody.
So in a Muslim Sharia, there is a capital punishment. Okay, we need to understand that. So if somebody has killed somebody, ideally speaking, that capital punishment should be applied to him. Okay, like for example, if a Muslim kills a Muslim, there is a capital punishment, which is life for life. Okay, but that is for a Muslim. In a Sharia compliant country, Muhammad said a Muslim cannot be killed in retaliation for a Muslim. Oh, sorry, a Muslim cannot be killed in retaliation for a non-Muslim. Means if a Muslim has killed a Muslim, you can kill the Muslim. That is according to Sharia, according to the court of justice. But what if a Muslim has killed a Jew or a Christian? What is going to happen?
I'm guessing no capital punishment.
Absolutely no capital punishment for sure.
So why not?
Because Muhammad said a Muslim cannot be killed in retaliation of a non-Muslim.
Okay, but why not?
Because Muhammad said so.
Okay, because I have a cat doesn't make me cat. So why?
Because okay, so according to Islam, a Muslim is not equal to a non-Muslim, and you cannot even have any rights. Non-Muslims do not even have rights. If Muslims have occupied this land one way or another, you are supposed to give jizya, but forget that. Even if you are not giving jizya, if the Sharia is implemented in your country, this is the law that has been dictated. Full stop.
So is the philosophy is life for life. Muslim
Hmm.
kills Muslim, therefore there is capital punishment. If no capital punishment when Muslim kills non-Muslims, that means it is not life for life because non-Muslim is seen as no life.
Yes, low life, worse
Okay.
than animals. Number one. Number two, there is something called qasas. Qisas is blood money. Qisas is decided by the Sharia court. So, for example, if a Muslim killed a Muslim and the party who has been killed, they say we will forgive the person's life for Qisas money. So, for example, the Qisas money is set to a million British pound. Okay. So, that Muslim family has to give a million British pound to the Muslim family who killed that Muslim family. Make sense? So now
Yeah,
the capital punishment can be forgiven because the money has been paid against the capital punishment. But what if he has killed Jew or Christian? Now, because you cannot kill the Jew or you cannot kill the Muslim guy for killing a Jew or Christian, I think a million pounds should be given. Correct?
yeah.
Nope. You are
What?
less than a Muslim. Your qisas money cannot be the same.
It's not I am less than a Muslim, I am less than a human because
Yes.
Muslims are the one who are seen as a human. Because of my religion, I am seen as lesser human or less than human.
Hmm. So yeah. So if you are a Jew or a Christian, that will be one third. So that will be 333,000 British pound, not a million British pound. But what if a Muslim has killed a Zoroastrian, the fire worshippers?
Um, Still no capital punishment.
For sure. But how much will be the money, blood money, the kasas?
Don't know how much.
1/15th.
Huh.
This is Sharia, Undatus Salik, Reliance of Traveler. And this is the capital punishment, section 04.6. it describes the immunity for death or injury of a woman is one half the immediately paid for a man. So if it is £1 million, if that has been done to a woman, then obviously that'll be one half. That'll be 500,000. 500,000. But forget that part. That's a woman. That's a Muslim woman. I don't care about Muslim women right now. You know why? Because they are the ones who are crying out loud for Sharia. So be it. They can have it. They can enjoy it. They will always be half. Anyhow, now why the non-Muslim should shout about it? The immunity paid for a Jew or a Christian is one third of the immunity paid for a Muslim. That's what I described.
So
The
I am
immunity paid for a Zoroastrian is 1/15 of that of a Muslim.
so
Yes, sir.
I am one third of a Muslim,
Hmm.
and pagans are 1/15 of a Muslim.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. You are the pagans from the Ahlul Kitab. So that's why. You are also pagan, but you are the pagan from the Ahlul Kitab, from the people of the book.
When a miscarriage results from someone having struck the stomach of a pregnant woman,
You are reading the further part. I was just
yeah,
focused on that. But yeah, if you want to
yeah,
read it, I can scroll down.
father that is immedible, whatever they agree upon. Killing a
The
baby parent.
immunity for the fetus is a male or a female slave worth 1/20th of the immunity payable for the killing the fetus father or 1/10 of that of the mother.
Think about like how sad that is, right? You are
Sorry?
killing, you are murdering, like babies dying in the woman's tummy because you harmed that woman,
Hmm.
and value of that baby simply changes from her position in the society.
Yeah,
If
if it
she
is a
is,
slave or not. Hmm?
yeah, if she's slave, then it becomes 1/20. Huh, disturbing. But yeah, this is just the intro. There are apparently some people who doesn't even follow Sharia wants to bring Sharia.
There are people who doesn't even know what Sharia is and they want the Sharia. That's the problem. The real problem is that 99.99% people who are shouting for Sharia has no idea what Sharia is. That is the problem. That's the problem. They have no idea what Sharia is. Like every time somebody asks for Sharia, I was like, have you read Sharia? There are 1280 pages in this manual. I've read almost all of them. Do you still believe that you want to follow Sharia? I have no idea why. I don't know why.
It makes sense. Um, Tony is asking if he's been blocked. What did you do? If you if you if you are Muslim, right, it gives you lots of loopholes, and then it justifies your role in society. So therefore, I can understand why Mr. Muslim is or Mrs. Muslim wants to advocate this, right? Of no, I rephrase that. I can understand why Mr. Muslim want to advocate
Hmm.
that, because
Yeah.
Miss Muslim under the Sharia, nope, 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 nope.
Oh, let's go to Miss Muslim further. Okay, let's go. Marriage. Okay. Okay. Check this out. There are two types of guardians. Okay. Two types of guardians. Those who may compel their females to marry somebody, and those who may not. So guardians are of two types. Okay. One who can compel means force. the little girl to marry somebody and those who cannot. Now, the only guardians who may compel means force, their charge to marry our virgin's bride or the father's father. Means daddy and granddaddy can compel a female to marry somebody. They do
Okay,
not need their her approval.
let me just ask obvious question there. Where it says virgin brides, is it talking about those mainly those kids?
The one who has never been in sexual relationship means the
Okay,
first marriage. It will
okay.
describe. It will describe further. So, what is compel? Maybe some people do not know what compel means, so they actually translated compel. Compel meaning to marry her to a suitable match without her consent. Okay, just so somebody do not know what compelling means, they actually describe compelling. Okay,
So without her consent. Doesn't that remind you a Muslim missionary who says, well, doesn't matter you give consent or not, your father gives your consent.
absolutely.
When you question Muhammad, Aisha, right?
Mhm.
Muslim says, well, Abu Bakr give consent. So she didn't want it. Nope, nope, nope. Or she didn't say anything that she wants it. Father or grandfather simply force you into it. So this
Mhm.
is simply to those Mr. Muslims or Mrs. Muslims who scream out again and again and say, there is no false marriage in Islam. That's that.
Mm, absolutely. All right. Those who may not compel her are not entitled to marry her to somebody unless she accepts and give her permission. Okay, the rest of the people cannot do that. All right, check this out. When the bride is virgin, means the first marriage, the father or the father's father, mean the daddy and the granddaddy, marry her to someone without her permission, though it is recommended to ask, hello, would you want to marry? No, daddy. Shut up. I'm gonna get you married. Okay? Her permission if she reached puberty. Oh, sorry, I forgot. If she has reached the age of puberty, then it is recommended. Means if she is 12, 13, she started bleeding monthly, then it is recommended. Hey, baby daughter, you are bleeding now. I'm gonna marry you to Mr. Ali. Are you okay? No, daddy, I'm not okay. Shut up. I compel you to marry her. Yes, at that time. But if it is not reached the age of puberty, then it is not even recommended to ask her. Just like Aisha, marry her at the age of 6 or 7 or 8, whatever. She hasn't reached the age of puberty. Bam! You don't even need to ask the permission. Yes, sister. You
So
wanna say something?
let me just make sure I understand. Since we are talking about the woman, I think between us, I am the only woman here, right?
Absolutely.
So so virgins, their father simply tells them, you are gonna marry this Mr. Muslim who is my buddy in nargile shop.
Okay.
And then this girl who is not bleeding yet, daddy, I want my dolls, I want to play with my dolls. And then daddy steps in and then says, shut up, stupid girl, did I ask you? I'm just talking to myself. Who cares whether you want to play with your dolls or not? You are marrying this Mr. Muslim who I do nargile in nargile shop. And then another scenario, father comes home, this girl who is, let's say, 15, father says, I noticed you start bleeding. I've got this uncle, I'm gonna marry you to her. And then would you would you be okay with that? And then this 15 years old teenage says, no, daddy, I want to go to school. And then father steps in and then, who cares what you want to do? I'm just informing you this is what's going to happen.
You got it right.
Fathers are biologically programmed to love and protect their kids. I know earthly fathers are doing terrible job. Most of us are doing very, very terrible job. But we put our eyes, focus our eyes, our heavenly Father, right? How he loves and protects us. But in here, Allah, with all of his wisdom, in his laws to mankind, apparently this is supposed to make society better and perfect, tells mankind, doesn't matter your child is playing with the dolls or wants to go to school. You or your father makes the decision to marry her off or not. I don't want to be mean here, but I don't see that in Islam, fathers are biologically programmed to love and protect their kids. Because this doesn't give me that impression at all. In
Uh,
Islam, job of the father looks like to abuse and abuse and abuse and encourage abuse to their kids. That's what
uh,
I'm seeing.
they are biologically programmed, but they are reprogrammed by their imams and the society. That's how it is.
No, Allah didn't biologically program them. Allah did awful job.
Hmm. By the way, we can marry both prepubescents, means
Yeah, in here it says like by force, right? They are not who are
mhm,
not believing yet. You can marry them.
yep.
It's not like you are marrying. Actually, not you can marry them. You can marry them off. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, the video clip emerged on BBC. I don't know if you saw that. This father, oh my God, this father simply expresses that he doesn't have enough money, therefore he's gonna sell his daughter. Let me see if I've got the clip. You talk. I'll try to find the clip for you.
No, no. Forget the clip for now. Let's read this. This is very important. What if a prepubescent girl has been married to a prepubescent guy? So a 6 years old has been married to a 8 years old. What is going to happen? The guy, the husband, cannot divorce her now. Their marriage is forever. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
A
That
divorce is valid only when given by the husband who is not mentally insane and has reached the age of puberty. So, if you have married a boy of age 8 and until he reaches the age 12, he cannot divorce you. You're stuck with him for at least 4 years.
well, there is a huge assumption that there are cases that 7 years old boy is married of the 3 years old girl.
Yeah,
But when we, yeah, that is that assumption. But when we look at the kind of Muslim world, what we see mainly these husbands are already old enough, right?
yeah, but like I'm giving you this scenario as well. It's also mentioned.
Like 8 years old boy married off with 3 years old girl. What is
Yep,
their marriage looks like?
I have no idea.
They're running around playing with the things, all those kind of things. Probably that young child from early age learn how to clean the floors, all those kind of things, right?
I have no idea how that is. But a divorce is not valid from a child, but marriage is valid with a child. How does that make sense? A divorce is not valid from a child, but
Uh,
marriage is valid with a child.
so idea is, I guess, you are too, so you are old enough to be married, but you are not old enough to make a judgment that you want a divorce. Probably
Yep.
that child, think about like it's like the same thing, right? You are old enough to you are not old enough to vote at age 12, but you are old enough to make a decision to change your gender. So even like age 7 stuff. So think about it. That means the child who is like 11 years old, boy who is 11 years old, has not picked up the talak yet, right?
Talak.
Yeah. So therefore, you stuck with that. You stuck with that so-called wife, kid, for like minimum 4 or 5 years.
So
Disgusting ideology.
imagine this is what they are discussing. This is what they are writing.
In this is Sharia guideline, okay?
This
This
is
is in
Sharia
their,
guide.
yeah, this is in their Sharia book. It's not like Adam Sika picked up on the street and then just sharing Mr. Nobody's information. This is Muslims who live under Sharia or people who live under the Sharia have got to follow. That like earlier statement reminds me, if you remember a few weeks ago or a while back, we looked at a case in Pakistan where this young girl got is being kidnapped and then married off, and then judge decided that marriage is valid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like reminds me that very case.
Unfortunately, that is true. And that marriage was between a Muslim man and a
And
Christian girl.
yeah,
Because according to 5-5, this marriage is legal. But like these are some snippets that I just wanted to give you because you just asked me certain questions. But let's go to the video now that we are reviewing, which is very
oh yeah,
important.
but I asked those questions because I just wanted to make sure, like, it is in my mind clear that Sharia not only affects Muslims, but it affects non-Muslims. So I just wanted to make sure I got that correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Under no Sharia, I have basic human rights to ask questions. Under no Sharia, I have basic human rights to be curious.
And under Sharia, you cannot question Islam.
I know, I'm enjoying my freedom right now.
All right. So let's go and watch this. This is a very beautiful, beautiful segment. And this guy is already doing a review of that segment. So we are not going to look at his review, but we are going to look at the video in effect. So let's watch.
That I'm talking about. All right, let's get to this video.
You said it was disgusting to question whether or not a given faith was compatible with the Western values or British culture. And you said there's quite a different context in America to what it is here regarding the grooming gangs. I don't know if you know, and I'd be interested to hear your response to this, see if it changes your mind. In the UK, Pakistani men are overrepresented by a share of 4 in child sex crimes. And when the children who have been abused by these gangs come forward and speak about it, they say they've been branded with the M for Muhammad on themselves. They've been subjected to forced Quran readings. And the families of the rapists have justified the abuse of the girls because they have said they dress immodestly by Muslim standards. And when they are
Do you want to add something here? Because this segment, I was shocked when I heard it for the very first time as well. How
No,
can UK government accept that
I
as
was
an
gonna
argument?
I was gonna say I know the gentleman. That's all I was gonna say.
Which one? The one who's asking the question?
Yeah, commenting on grooming gangs.
Okay, but like what he's saying is that the judge acknowledges the Islamic value system by saying when they are reading the Quranic verses and saying that these girls were groomed and then raped because they were not wearing modest clothing according to Islamic Sharia, and their sentence was not the way it should have been. Is that true?
Um, there is serious questions regarding the way judges make their decision when it comes to the individuals who are involved with rape gangs, as well as like lots of other cases stuff. So it is like, doesn't matter you study law or you didn't study law, it makes you to ask the question like, how can you make such a judgment? Yeah, that is like, did you read the grooming gangs report that came out maybe a month ago or something? Did you see that report?
No, I have not. No, I have not.
You haven't seen that?
Send it to me. No, send it to me.
So it have the girl's testimony. So it is, we are talking about at least 250,000, at least 250,000 white girls have been subjected to the repeated rape, gang rapes, trafficking, torturing, forced Islamic conversions. At least 250 white girls in Britain.
Wow.
Yeah. And 95% people who are involved are Muslims.
From Pakistan?
Big majority of is from Pakistan.
Mhm.
Actually, let me see. I was trying to fix whether I can share screen or not. I know you want to look. Oh, Jesus, she's a window. Can you see my screen? Am I like, my computer is like being funny? It's not allowing me to share screen
You
stuff.
have to zoom in. We can hear, but it's too small. Okay.
Is it bigger?
Yeah, big enough.
Yeah. So sorry, 250,000 is at least. This, we don't even know. Think about how sad this is. UK government, UK justice system, UK police doesn't even know how many white girls are being affected by it. Why? Because they didn't bother to take the reports, they ignored it. Imagine like there is a crime going on in your country and you don't even know how many people are being affected. How sad that. It's exactly the same mindset, is the same like Sharia councils, Islamic councils. UK government today doesn't even know how many Islamic councils are in UK. Think about how sad that is. They are saying approximately 85, registered or unregistered. Like, that's like disturbing by itself. But here's the report. This is the part where it talks about. Oh, sorry, it's here. I apologize. It's here. At least 250 young white girls have been subjected repeated rape, gang rape, trafficking, torture, pregnancy, forced Islamic conversion, and lifelong trauma. Who is this person? Doesn't want to bother me anymore. Did you say something that I missed? Don't know.
I did not see that.
I don't know either.
All right, so 250,000. You're not spelling out thousand. Do spell out.
250,000. At least, that's at least. That's at least, like, we don't even know exactly number. Around 87% of those convicted in group-based child sexual exploitation cases for distinct Muslim names, okay? 87 of those has, it's Mohammed, Ahmed. Vast majority of men involved in those gangs were not convicted. Dr. Hargay, an imam with Oxford Islamic Congregation, believes true proportion of gang members who are Muslim to be around 95%.
So 95% of the graves that are happening in London and UK are done by these
Mr.
Mohammedans.
Muslims. Yeah,
Aha, okay, okay.
think about it. Lots of people misunderstood the Islam exactly the same way that intentionally harmed 250,000 white kids. Think about it, like how what it offers.
But I thought you guys are Islamophobe who are talking about these things.
Yeah, we are Islamophobe. If being Islamophobe is pointing out the evil in Islam, yeah, I am Islamophobe. Yeah, I am Islamophobe. They were taken to the houses, flats, restaurants, hotels, where they were raped repeatedly by the groups of men, tortured, filmed for blackmail, and were told white trash or kufar who merited punishment. Many become pregnant while still children. Some miscarried under trauma, others endured coerced abortion, and some give birth to children who were later removed by the state.
Awesome. With this information, I think we can rewind a bit on the video and listen to the question again because that makes sense now. That will make more sense to the people in the video now.
Question whether or not a given faith was compatible with the Western values or British culture. And you said there's quite a different context in America to what it is here regarding the grooming gangs. I don't know if you know, and I'd be interested to hear your response to this, see if it changes your mind. In the UK, Pakistani men are overrepresented by a share of 4 in child sex crimes. And when the children who have been abused by these gangs come forward and speak about it, they say they've been branded with the M for Muhammad on themselves. They've been subjected to forced Quran readings. And the families of the rapists have justified the abuse of the girls because they have said they dress immodestly by Muslim standards. And when they asked the police officers, the council workers, the politicians why they didn't speak up for this, in all of the reports, they say for political correctness, for community cohesion, because they didn't want to upset the Muslim community. Now, as well as the security of Jews, which you mentioned, according to the Henry Jackson Society last year, only a quarter of British Muslims think October the 7th happened. Like 3/4 of them think Hamas did nothing wrong, and that's mainly concentrated among university-educated British-born Muslims 18 to 30. So I think we
Can
have
you
a very
pause that for a
different problem in the UK.
Sorry. I want to bring something to people's attention. I know we will be talking about it, but think about it. What happened on 7th October was released to the world through whom? Mainly through Hamas, right? It was Hamas terrorist groups, fighters, simply were sharing their recording for their propaganda purposes. They were proudly circulating all those recordings. They were laughing at those things. So I heard about 7th October, not through Israel, but through Hamas recordings. And how many people in UK are looking at those clips that Hamas itself published, okay? Kidnapping girls, killing men, women, and kids, killing elders, even killing dogs. So they published those videos.
Dogs don't even matter.
Young British people looking at those clips, and then they are saying Hamas did nothing wrong. So you in Britain, you've got people who simply think raping someone is okay. Plus, raping someone who is not in your land, you enter someone else's property and you rape that person, that is okay. No, that's not okay. That's a crime, should be punished.
3/4 of the
Yeah.
youth,
young
Muslim
British.
youth.
Yeah, that's disturbing, right?
Hmm.
You look at those clips, you see screaming girls. You see girls who's got blood on their trousers because they've been raped. And you think there is nothing wrong with that.
Oh, somebody told me it was ketchup.
No, that those pictures were not Shekutman's pictures. No, no.
Ah, okay.
Where did they find ketchup? Okay, you find ketchup and like perfectly, you put those ketchup in the trousers where and it just
Forget it. I understand what you mean. So this is how demonic these things are, sister. I totally understand that. So when you accept this M guy, God bless your mind. Unbelievable. Anyhow, shall we continue?
sure.
Let's just rewind a little.
Jews, which you mentioned, according to the Henry Jackson Society last year, only a quarter of British Muslims think October the 7th happened. Like 3/4 of them think Hamas did nothing wrong, and that's mainly concentrated among university-educated British-born Muslims 18 to 30. So I think we have a very different problem in the UK than we do in the US. So do you still think it's not possible to say Islam is not compatible with Britain?
That is a beautiful question with some hard facts. Okay. Now look at how she responds. You know, I respect ladies, sister, but sometimes I feel like slapping someone on the cheek, like real bad.
Okay,
And this
when
will
you
be
got
that moment.
no, when you've got those feelings, all you need to do is just like um lock yourself in a room and then read the scripture because there is no place for violence like that, right? You are not
You're
Muslim
right.
anymore. You are not
But
Muslim anymore.
sometimes I want to be the sinner.
No, as a
No?
Christian, we don't want that. No, you can.
Man.
So, you can say, when I look at such a woman, I get to see how Muhammad is correct. Women have half brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Muhammad is still
and then you
incorrect.
stop
These
there.
kind of women have 1/10 of a brain.
Yeah, you stop there. That's all far you can go.
Man, I need a punching bag in my house now. So for whatever we are going to listen now. Anyhow, get ready, guys, for the utmost stupidity in the history of stupidities.
Okay. Okay. I want to take questions in groups of three, and to give them a chance to think about this.
No,
And then,
I want to answer
oh,
that.
do you want
Wait,
you want to
wait,
answer that
wait.
right away?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right. All right. Go.
Pause a second. Pause a second.
He tried to save her, but she's like, I'm not going to be saved. Sorry.
No, so the person who is moderating is very much where this question is disturbing, right? So
Yep.
I want to give time to my speaker that she thinks through how she's going to answer this question. Because
Hmm.
even I am very much aware this is very problematic answer going to be to this question. So take your time, think about how you are going to answer this question, right? Like anyone who has been in a places where you take questions from audience, right? You
Hmm.
want, like there are some questions you don't know how to verbalize it. You just okay, Lord, I need extra 30 seconds to pull myself together to answer this question. So the moderator picks that up. But lady, oh no, it's all right. I know how to answer this question. I know what to say about grooming gangs and all how Muslims are bringing their awful teachings in West. She wants to speak. Let her speak.
Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. It's about to happen. All right. Shall I play?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, those are your citizens. Citizenship
You should be
is
sorry.
the only human right that every person.
Sorry?
She says, I am sorry. I'm just like, yeah, you should be sorry.
Yeah, citizenship, anyhow. So don't give them citizenship, anyhow. Let's see.
Is the only human right that every person has a right to. When you have citizens of your country, I'm not arguing that you don't have a cultural problem here in a certain subset of the citizenry of your country. But a country is made up of the people who live there who have that legal right. You need to work a lot harder on changing hearts and minds, because you cannot simply say that a certain citizen of your country is not compatible. And by the way, we have statistics like that in America. There are certain subpopulations who are much more overrepresented in child sex crimes. It would never occur to me to suggest that they are less citizens. Like, citizenship is a sacred thing. What are you suggesting? That they be denaturalized? Like, that is insane. That is utter. You do not have.
So,
Let me say something before I
yes.
forget.
Mm.
Doesn't matter someone came from Turkey and then becomes citizen in England. Doesn't matter someone came from Pakistan and become a citizen in UK. That is a crime. You can't say it is their basic human rights as a citizen. It is my basic human right to not being raped. It is my basic human right to send my kid to a park and then accept that no one is going to rape her. It is not one's basic human rights to say, oh yeah, I'm going to use my basic human right and then go and rape someone. Like, where this idiot come from, brother? Where did you find her?
She was there. That's why I was like, but I said, like, once you will hear the answer, I want to feel like slapping her on her cheek. But you said that I shouldn't do that.
I am going to become a citizen so that I can go and steal people's thing. I'm going to become a citizen so that I can go and have right to rape someone else.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I don't know, but like when people take their citizenship exam stuff, they say being citizen is a privilege. You are taking another privilege. You were once upon a time a Pakistani. Like, there is this guy, like it was on the news yesterday or day before. He is the ringleader for the Rochdale grooming gangs. He is out of prison or about to be out of prison. They are discussing that they are going to send him, they are going to deport him.
Mm-hmm.
And they cannot deport him because once upon a time he was Pakistani citizen. He had a Pakistani passport, and now when he become British, he got rid of his Pakistani passport. It's not like he made himself non-citizen of, like, you can apply to the country and then say, I don't want to be your citizen anymore. No, he didn't do that. He simply got rid of his Pakistani passport.
Then he should be in jail forever.
So they cannot deport him back. It's the same, like, people are entering the country without permission with a boat, and they are throwing their passport to the sea. There is no way to send them back. Seriously. Like, I don't know which part of UK, actually, I apologize, I know. UK government has this big banner, okay, says, we want criminals to come because we want to sacrifice our girls so that we are benefiting so-called multicultural thing.
Oh, that's the banner?
It is right of every human being as well as every citizen in UK, okay, to be not harmed. That is my basic human rights. Idiot lady. Seriously. Yeah, it is their basic citizenship thing.
I think she has enjoyed Muslims a lot. Anyhow, let me play that.
Have a democracy if you think you can denaturalize people based on their ideas.
I'm a scientist, so I think very analytically. Okay. So take, for example, Sharia law, right? In Sharia law, it says that a crime will be punished differently as a function of the identity of the perpetrator and the victim. So if a Jewish man were to kill a Muslim man, it wouldn't be the same penalty as if it were reversed. I can give you all of the sources that support that Sharia ruling.
God, I have some bad news for you.
Ooh. So somehow Mr. Gad actually read the Sharia. So neutralized or not neutralized, there are people living in that country, like Sister Satun said. Everybody has the right to live.
In peace, right?
Yeah.
I have a right that I don't want uh, I don't want Christian from Muslim who is in the chat. I don't want she to enter my house without my permission. I have that right. And I don't want to enter her house without her permission. I want to use my right when she's gonna like murder me. I want to use my right and then say, oh, I want to use my right to live. But there is ideologies. There are individuals who are holding certain ideologies, doesn't want to ask permission to enter your house, doesn't want to ask your permission. Oh, do you mind if I rape you for 5 minutes?
No, no. I'm no, 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 wrong question. I'm gonna rape you for 10 minutes. That's not a
Well,
question. That's an information. You need to
in
understand that.
no, if you say, do you mind, then it becomes a question for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna rape you for 10 minutes. That's it. Like these people are picking them up and doing it. Rape is when it doesn't have a consent from the other person. That's the idea. So yeah, I was having a TikTok discussion with a Muslim yesterday, and he was giving very rude and ill-appropriate street language verbiage as an example when he was communicating with me. And I warned him in my first reply, and I told him, hey, listen, use arguments with references, not the street languages, not the examples. Otherwise, you will have some troubles in the next round. I warned him. And as soon as his round came in, he did it again. I listened, but then it was my round. And then I started. And then he started calling me names in the middle. And then I told him how what his Muhammad is, and he ran away. And then everything happened. But the whole idea is their freedom of speech and action is one sided. They think he actually said before he ran away, this is my number, come in front of me, give me your address, and all this, yada, yada, yada. Because their freedom is one sided. They want to say whatever they want to say. One of the beautiful things that I always do to these kind of people who come in and start with this abusive nature, they say, uh, Jesus, peace be upon him. And I was like, that's blasphemy, man. No, no, this is our faith. Like, Jesus is God. No, no, you have not proven it yet. I'm like, okay, yeah, I haven't. But that's not the debate right now. Debate is something else. So, but like as soon as you say peace be upon him, there is a problem. Like, no, it is according to my faith. I was like, okay, fair enough, say it. And then when it is my turn, I say, the Antichrist and a liar Muhammad. And he's like, be mindful, watch your language. And I'll be like, that is my faith. First John chapter number 2, verse number 22. Whoever denies the Father and the Son is a liar and an Antichrist. So you are saying whatever your faith is saying, then I have the right to say whatever my faith is saying. So you cannot have your cake and eat it too. If you want me to accept the argument from your faith of point of view, then until or unless you prove Muhammad to be a prophet, he is a liar and an Antichrist. Because the discussion is neither about Muhammad being a prophet nor about Jesus being God. We are having a different discussion. So in this discussion, if you are going to say Jesus, peace be upon him, then I'm going to say the Antichrist and a liar Muhammad. You know, they want freedom for their statements, but they are not going to give us freedom from our point of view. That's how stupid it is. What do you have to say, sister?
I just want to make a comment on this. If you put a toffee on the floor without a wrapper, then flies and ants will come and eat it. It is the similar with white girls who dress in revealing way. It attracts men's attention. Mr. Proud Muslim, there is something called self-control, right? Because you saw a dog, that doesn't mean you are going to go and have sex with that dog. Yeah?
No, I
Because
heard
you
the other day a Muslim man had sex with a horse, and then the intestine had a rupture, and he died in 6 hours because his intestine got ruptured and the poop went out and poisoned his body and he died. So yeah, these kind of Muslims actually can do that, sister.
because you saw a watermelon, that doesn't mean you are going to have sex with watermelon. Point number
Oh,
2.
Imam Al-Jawzi said instead of
Brother, I know.
using hands, doing it with
Brother,
watermelon is far better.
Okay. Just
So
remember,
that is also their deen, sister. You gotta find a
I
better
know.
example.
brother, I know. I just want you to remember when you are giving those examples, I am woman, so just give me, say warning and then tell those things.
Sorry, because like you're talking about example to the Muslim guy. I'm telling you, these are
I know.
real examples for them. They actually do that.
I know. I made a video about that watermelon thing stuff. So, according to you, Mr. Muslims are flies and ants.
That is true.
Okay, so the place I am based has lots of mouse and lots of different types of animals circulating in the house. I'll tell you what to do with them. If there are lots of ants are circulating around, you get boiled water and carbonate soda and then pour upon them. If there are flies are circulating around, there are stickers you put on the wall and then they go and stick in that sticker. And then for next 2 days, you get to hear their screaming. They cannot move. They stick in that sticker. They stuck there. That's one of the ways you can get rid of these ants and flies. Or you can just like get lots of money and then buy lots of poison and then poison them. If
The flies and the ants, FYI, guys.
yeah. So if you are comparing women as the ones who are on the floor as unwrapped lollipop or unwrapped toffee, you can simply, when you are dealing with the ants, you can simply put a white, you can put the carbonate soda, is a circle around that lollipop, and then ants will not cross the white circle. Because someone is not covered, like right now, I noticed just before, actually after we went live stream, I noticed I didn't put my jumper on. So that doesn't mean I am screaming for someone to come and rape me. Okay? Because people can see my arms that doesn't mean I am giving permission for someone to come and have sex with me without my permission. No. Okay? So I gently advise Mr. Proud Muslim 123 to take some of the classes that people are running for immigrants in Europe. Okay? How it is, what is the lines when woman says yes and no. Okay? And in here, when we talk about the grooming gangs, we are talking about kids. I know Adam pointed out earlier that you marry off your kids with force, but in reality they are kids who are looking for Barbies to play around. They are not there for your sexual desire. Okay? I literally don't know how else I can put this nicely to you. If your brain doesn't get that very basic of consent, when someone, whether person is young enough or old enough to do that stuff, okay, turn to the police station, okay, and then ask them to put you in a cell by yourself until you pull your brain together.
Very
Because
difficult for him.
these statements, these are the very statements is being reported in the rape gangs reports. Oh, because I'm dirty lollipop. I went to court hearing years back on the grooming gangs court hearing, and Mr. Muslim stated, oh yeah, they're like dirty lollipops. No, because my hair is not covered up, because you can see my arms, that doesn't mean I am saying come and rape me. You cannot be that idiot. Even like someone plans and programs you to be that idiot, you seriously cannot be that idiot. That's it, brother. That's all I wanted to say. Dirty
Alright.
lollipops.
That's you already said enough, I think. So I have some guests. Let me change the layout. Let me add him up. All right. Oh, what happened? Oops.
Hello.
All right, Mr. X.
Yes, I want to have a question because the topic which you're discussing right now about having this sex with girls but in Christianity itself, also it's allowed to have a sex man with one man. Is it right or it's right or wrong to have a sex with a same person? Like man can have a sex with a man, or woman can have a sex with a woman. What says in your religion? Is it forbidden? It's allowed to have a sex with the same
Number one,
gender.
Mr. X, there are certain things that you have no idea
Yeah. So give
how
me
to
that idea.
communicate. One of the better ways to communicate is that you come up, you
Yeah.
introduce yourself, and instead of sending comments after comments and not listening to what was being said,
No, I'm not.
you were tagging me and Hatun and everyone in the private chat. Seems like you were so impatient, or maybe you were the president of the United States that we should stop whatever we are talking and give you the time. That's not how it works. That's point number one.
No, because
Point number
I.
two is just relax. I
Okay.
listen to you. Now you relax, okay?
Okay.
Point number two is you have not even introduced yourself.
Okay.
And point number three is, were we talking about gay, lesbianism, XYZ, ABCD, or we were talking about entirely different thing? Have you listened to the video so far?
I have listened
So,
half of it, which when you were discussing
okay, so half of it, does it
the
has
lady.
anything in the half of the video that you have heard or listened? Does it
Yeah.
has anything to do with gay and lesbianism?
No, because at the topic she was saying that the Muslims are marrying their
No.
child and their kids, and we are
Okay. So
that
does it has anything to do with gay and lesbianism?
no, because I'm saying that if you're talking about it
Mark,
having,
Mr. X,
yeah,
I have a very simple question. Does our
no,
video has anything to do with with gay and lesbianism?
no. I'm just that's not a simple question.
Okay,
If
no,
you're talking
that's
about
not
the
the point.
religion,
Hold on, relax. You have not answered my question. I asked you at least 4 times.
no,
Do
we
I
have
need to
not.
ask you a fifth time?
Not. I said your topic was not about the having gays or
Okay, so
lesbians.
the topic was not about that. Perfect.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, before we change the
Mm.
topic,
Yeah.
can you tell me,
Mm.
are you a Muslim or
Yes, I'm a
a
Muslim.
Jew?
Alhamdulillah.
You are a Muslim.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
All right. In Islam,
Mm.
the things that have been described here,
Mm.
are they correct or incorrect?
No, it ain't correct. It's all
Okay.
false allegations.
So in Islam, you are
Yeah.
saying that in Islam, you cannot marry off your daughter at a very early age.
No, it's completely forbidden to marry your daughter. In which religions it says that you can marry your
Can you
daughters?
give me a Sharia ruling on that?
Mm. There's I haven't seen any Muslim to marry his daughter. It's in the whole of my life.
I don't care about what you have seen or not. That is
Have,
not the point. I have not seen a Muslim
yeah,
doing with a donkey or a dog with my
yeah,
own eyes.
yeah.
But I have seen many cases in Pakistan doing these kind of stuff.
In
So the
Pakistan,
question is not what you have seen or not.
yeah.
Okay. The question is, I asked, is this Islamic? You said no. I said, okay, give me a ruling from Sharia which
Mm.
says it's no.
Be- Are you living in Pakistan? It's how because I can make it that you're living in Pakistan. Is it
I have
allowed?
I have not said
Yeah.
anything
You
about
said
that
you're
right
living in
now.
Pakistan. You have marked
I
it. You,
said I have heard a lot of Pakistanis doing it with animals, but I have
okay.
not seen anybody.
No, I'll give you
Okay?
the hearing is not
Now,
like a seeing. You have just heard. I've heard a lots of things about the
okay,
Christianities
so
also, but there's
now
no.
the question is, so
Yeah,
thank you so very much for solidifying my argument.
yeah,
When you see a person doing something,
yeah,
it does not define its faith
yeah.
unless we look into the document. So,
Yes,
can you show me any Sharia or fiqh ruling that says that you cannot marry off your daughter at a very early age?
I have know that there's no such a Sharia, and I will not be able to show you that because in our Quran and our religion it says that nobody can marry her daughter or her mother or any of their relatives apart from long distance relatives.
Okay, so when Aisha was being married to Muhammad,
Yeah,
did Aisha said I am agreed on marrying with Muhammad 3 times?
you know. Now we are talking. You're bringing Aisha's. You know,
Was
Aisha.
Aisha a Muslimah?
Yeah, be,
Her
before
father was a Muslim?
yes,
Okay. So
before Islam, they were not.
when I
They were,
asked you about Sharia ruling, you
yeah,
said you do not have anything to show me.
yeah.
Now I gave you an example. So when Aisha was married,
Mhm.
was she asked that we are going to get you married to this guy? Do you agree with this marriage? Was she asked about the marriage?
I'll tell you. And that time, when there was no such thing that a father or ask her daughter, because we are talking about
So
2,000 years back.
Muhammad's
2,000 years back, we are talking
basic
about.
So Muhammad's base friend had no idea that Muhammad's
Mhm.
Islam says that you have to ask the daughter.
Yeah, there wasn't because it order came from our God, from Allah.
I don't care where it comes from. Your God is nothing for me. So we
Uh-huh.
are talking about whatever is written,
Yeah,
whatever is present. Okay. So don't tell me your God.
Yeah.
not our God. You can say my God. So I can agree with that.
Our God,
Don't say our
Almighty,
God.
your God and my God.
All right. So Allah was a Satan according to me. So please, Allah is not my God. He's a Satan according to me. So if you be respectful, I'll be respectful. When I say it's Said, your God, I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
don't include us.
No,
Okay?
I'm talking our. I'm talking my.
No,
My.
yeah, say my. Stick to my. Okay? Don't change. All right. So Aisha was prepubescent when she was married off to Muhammad without the consent from Aisha.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. This is the Sharia ruling.
Mm.
This is the fiqh and
Mm.
Sharia.
Yeah.
It says there are two types of guardians,
Mm-hmm.
and a father
Mm-hmm.
and a father's father
Mm-hmm.
means the grandfather
Mm-hmm.
can compel the
Mm-hmm.
daughter to marry
Mm-hmm.
anyone that they want to.
Yeah, that's true.
So father can marry the daughter to anyone
Yeah.
without her consent.
Yeah, that's true.
5 minutes ago, when I asked this, you said it is not true, it is wrong, you are a liar.
No, I'm saying the father will never say to marry me. The father will never say to a daughter to marry your brother. Okay, the father
You are
will
so
never say it like
stupid.
this.
That is not the question. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so very much. If you are stupid, then that's fine. So,
Okay, so wait, what's the topic? I don't understand. Like,
who? So
what is
listen. Am I now? Is the person changed?
yeah, I'm his friend, so I want to know what's your point.
So, what's your name, my friend?
My name is Mr. X also, like we have the same name here.
No, we don't. I don't talk to two same names.
Okay, you can call me Mr. Z.
Okay, you are Mr. Z.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me be very careful in saying that now the X should not interrupt you. Is
No,
that
no,
correct?
yeah, because I think he didn't understand. He misunderstood you.
So
So
now
I can,
the X will not interrupt in the middle when I'm talking with you.
yeah, no, he won't interrupt.
Okay. If he interrupts, I have the right to remove you, correct?
Yeah, of course, no problem.
All right. So let Mr. X know that he has to zip his mouth. All right.
No,
So
yeah, I talked to him.
I asked a very simple question. Can a father compel the daughter to marry somebody?
Yeah, I don't
And he
see anything
said,
wrong with it. Yeah, I said, yeah, again, we don't see it wrong anything because it's our Sharia.
perfect,
We follow the Sharia. So what's wrong with it?
perfect,
It's in our,
perfect. Even
yeah,
if the daughter is prepubescent.
yeah, of course, because it's a difference between to consummate the marriage and betroth her. I see nothing wrong with it.
So can a person not consummate the marriage until she has reached the age of puberty?
Yeah, true.
Okay. Then please show me that when Muhammad consummated the marriage, Aisha has reached the age of puberty.
Yeah, but you have the hadith. Like this topic is old, many times. We don't need to go
I
back.
don't care who you have spoken with on this topic. I said, show me one hadith
Okay,
where you can show me that Aisha has reached the age of puberty explicitly,
all right. I will give you.
or
Okay, I will give you. Do you know with the Tirmidhi 1109? I will give you something.
okay,
Go there.
1109.
Yeah,
Okay. Does it has anything to do with Aisha?
yeah, of course. Yeah, you can bring it.
Guys, it has nothing to do with Aisha. I'm bringing it up. Obviously, I need to take time to show the screen. So hold on. So, Messenger of Allah said, what did he say? Read it.
You're
Read
not
it, my
showing the.
friend.
Yeah, you're not showing the Arabic part. You have to show the Arabic part because they didn't translate it all. So show us the Arabic part. You see, because the translation is it's cut off. It's not showing all the
All
hadith.
right.
Yeah. So the
Read.
hadith it show us
Where?
that a girl
Read the
wished
Arabic. Where are you reading from the Arabic?
it doesn't matter. I think it's the last two sentences.
So, وَاخْتَلَفَ أَهْلُ الْعِلْمِ في ترويج الميت في برأي بعض أهل العلم. So basically, the Arabic is starting that according to the scholars of Islam, there
Yeah.
is a difference in opinion.
Yeah, but still there is a opinion, right? It
Okay,
doesn't matter.
so I don't care about opinion. That's point number one. So first of all, I
Why
said,
should I
show
care about
me,
your opinion? I showed you.
show
Why should I
me.
care about your opinion?
Listen. First of all, they
Yeah.
are saying they are creating a hujjah based on certain opinions. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I said, show me explicitly that Aisha had reached the age of puberty, and you are saying some scholars are having difference in opinion
Yeah.
whether Aisha had reached the age of puberty or not. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but we still have a, like, it's not zero, right? We are still scholars who, in my side.
No, no,
No,
that is
why
not what
not?
you're saying.
No, I'm telling you, even if
They
it's
are
one scholar,
saying it
even if it's
doesn't
one
matter. So
scholar, I'm
that is
telling
not
you.
even a hadith, FYI. Number one. This is not a hadith. This is called footnotes or shara on the
Yeah,
hadith literature,
yeah.
where different scholars having different opinion, and it has nothing to do with Aisha. Number one.
Okay, but
It
there
has
is still
nothing
all
to do
right.
with Aisha. Listen to me very carefully. They are not
Yeah,
even talking about Aisha. Okay?
yeah.
They are talking about who?
This is about Aisha, a woman. When
No,
she
it's
reached the
not.
age of 9,
It's
she's
not.
a woman. All right.
It's not. It is about an orphan girl, not a free girl, not a girl with a father who has a father, because there are two types of guardians. One who can marry off a daughter with somebody, and one who cannot. An orphan girl does not have a father to marry her off with somebody. So the difference in opinion is
Yeah.
about the orphan girls, has nothing to do with Aisha.
Okay. Then let me ask you something. Give me the hadith when she was not.
Okay. The
Yeah.
problem with you is you are saying that unless she has reached the age of puberty, it has not happened.
Yeah.
So the burden of proof is on you, not on me.
Yeah, but
Because
I gave you extremely,
I'm
I
not
gave
claiming
extremely.
anything.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm not claiming anything. What I'm claiming is that at the age of 9, 90% of the women does not reach the age of puberty. If Aisha was not among the average 90%, you have to give me the evidence that she had reached the age of puberty to begin with.
Okay, I don't have the hadith, so this is the one I
Okay.
have.
So there is no hadith. This has nothing to do with Aisha, like I said before. It has
Okay,
everything to
again,
do with
yeah, but you
orphan.
don't
Was
have.
Aisha orphan?
Just a second. Look, you don't
Was
have
Aisha
either.
orphan, sir?
No, look, you're. Let me talk. I understand. You haven't
Was
either.
Aisha orphan? That's a simple question before you go
No.
into
All
your
right, no,
extra answers.
no, she wasn't.
She wasn't. So this has nothing to do with Aisha.
All right. So now can I ask? So I told you you
Go
don't
ahead.
have either a hadith which shows that she wasn't a child.
No, she was not a. She was a child.
Okay,
At a
give me the
9 years
hadith.
old, at 9 years age, everybody is a child. Number one.
No,
Number two.
you're mistaking.
Number
All right.
two. Can you, if a dog or a donkey passes in front of you, is your prayer annulled?
So look, now you're doing a. Why are you changing the topic?
I'm not changing the topic.
You're changing a topic. What does it
How do
have
you
to
know I'm
break?
changing the topic?
No. What is breaking my prayer with the age of the marriage?
I will tell you. If I won't tell you, you can
Yeah.
say that I changed the topic. So,
Okay.
uh, have woman and a dog and a donkey, if they passes in front of you,
It
is
breaks.
your
Yeah,
prayer annulled?
it breaks. No, it breaks my prayer.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yeah, because I have the hadith.
Okay. There is a specific type of woman
All right.
who, if passes in front of you, annuls your prayer. Not every woman. Do you know what type of woman?
I don't know. Explain me.
Who has reached the age of puberty, right?
I have never heard about this point. This is the first time I'm hearing. It's a special type of
Hmm.
woman you're speaking about. I've never
Yeah.
heard it.
This is Sunan Ibn Majah. the specificity has been described that the woman has to reach the age of puberty to annul your prayer. Not every woman. So when you read your Sharia on the other hadiths where it is said that a dog, donkey, or a woman, it is said the woman has to reach the age of puberty to annul the prayer, not before.
Sorry, how are we connecting this one to the other one? I don't see
So do
the.
you understand what I'm showing so far?
Yeah, I'm following with you. Yes, I'm following with you.
Okay. So Muhammad was prostrating to Aisha and reciting the salah between the legs of Aisha. The wife of Prophet Aisha, I used to sleep in front of Allah Messenger with my legs opposite to the Qibla, and whenever he, the Prophet, prostrated, he pushed my feet and I withdraw them. Whenever he stood, I stretched them. Muhammad should know that Aisha is not reached the age of puberty. That is why he can offer salah between her legs. Otherwise, what the shara that Muhammad is giving, he is not even following because he is not even praying because his prayer is already annulled because Aisha had reached the age of puberty and now Aisha cannot be sleeping in front of him while he is offering prayer. He could have just taken 2 steps on the right or 2 steps on the left to offer prayer so that his shara could have been properly established. But he is doing that, which means Aisha has not reached the age of puberty when she moved into the house of Muhammad.
Okay, so this was new. Yeah,
Yes, Mr. Z.
I have to look into it. It was first time
No, you
I'm
don't have to
seeing
look into
this.
it. It's right there in front of you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I have to, like.
So Aisha had not reached the age of puberty.
Okay.
So by the definition, you can marry a prepubescent girl and have sexual intercourse with a prepubescent girl even if the guy is 53 55 years of old age, and this is disgusting, disrespectful, absolutely inhumane, and only a mad person can do that, let alone a so-called moral for the entire humanity. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. That is impossible for that uswatul hasana to fall into this.
Okay, yeah, I will look into it. I will call next time
There is
because.
nothing called looking into it. You
No, no,
need to
no, but I
accept
have
the
still.
reality.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I
That
still
is the
need to
reality.
sleep on it. I have to
There
see
is nothing called
because.
sleeping on it. Accept the reality. That is better.
Yeah, I'm not denying. I said, of course, this was first time for me seeing. So I'm telling you, yes, first time for me seeing it. So I'm not denying it, but I said I have to look into it. I will try to ask my local sheikh just to
Bring your
confirm.
local sheikh next time instead of just asking him. All right. So now that you have accepted it, I'm not going to press on it anymore. Sister Hatun, would you like to add something or say something or talk to him about something? Because for me, it's done. Because he said that he's going to look into it.
What is it you are gonna look into it? Are you gonna check whether it is bothering you or whether it is lie?
No, not about the lie. I have to fact checked. Not in the manner like it's a lie, but I have to talk to them and see if there is explanation. Because you see
What
the
what kind of explanation are you looking for?
no, just a better understanding. Because
Okay.
yeah, so because everything when it's something new for me, I'm not gonna jump my gun and take it. So I have to look into it because
Okay.
yeah, simple
Okay.
that.
Got it. Got it. It is such a strange Muslims simply step instead of stepping in and then saying this is as it looks as it looks. If that is the case, I am very disturbed by it, but they want to sleep on it and they want to check it. Adam, I'm going to respond to the questions Mr. X's friend brought up earlier. Question was about the Does Christianity allow men to sleep with a man? That was one of the question. And then there was also question of marrying kids. Brother, are you able to put up, choose the video? Are you able to put up my
All right,
screen?
so I will. Mr. Z, bring back Mr. X. Is he there with you?
He's not with me. Yeah, he's on the phone. That's why he wanted me to talk. He's talking with
Okay,
his family.
so Sister Hatun, Mr. X is not here, but you can show it for
Okay,
the people
please
if you want.
pass this to your friend. I'm sure he will
Yeah,
find
of
it better.
course. I will show him. Yeah.
Yeah. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Chapter all about talking about sin of pagan nations. And the verse 22 states, do not lie with a man as one lies with a woman. That is detestable. No, Christian scripture doesn't give right to man and man to be in sexual relationship at all. And then it goes on and then says, sin is taking over. It is even vomiting out the earth. So that is sin. People who are involved in such a sin needs to repent from their sin. And then here's the other thing that you are going to pass to your friend is, yes, unlike Muhammad, this is tafsir for Surah 4, verse 23. It was told me by my uncle, Ilyas, blah, blah, blah. I asked Ali, blah, 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 blah. There are two sisters among what my right hand possess. I took one as an intimate companion, and she bore me children. Now I desire the other sister. So what should I do? Ali says, set free one you used to have intercourse with, then have intercourse with other. So I said, but some people say marry her the first and then have intercourse with others. So Ali said, do you see if her husband divorced her or died, does she not come back to you? Set her free. Scholars disagree, blah blah, about about the sin of homosexuality. It says marriage is not forbidden after the homosexual act. If a man commits homosexuality with a boy, and the boy later begets a daughter, the man is not allowed to marry that daughter because she's the daughter of whom he had intercourse with. I just thought you might find beneficial to hear about all these Islamic traditions about homosexuality.
He ran away.
He ran away? I'm
Yeah.
sure he's listening. He's got 2 ears. The messenger was asked about the man who fornicated with a woman, then desired to marry her or her daughter. Muhammad said, the fornication does not forbid the halal, the marriage. Only marriage forbids. The mother of your wives, not the mother of those who fornicated with, or their daughters whom you can marry. All I wanted to do is bring those references to the Muslim attention that there is this wonderful ideology simply allowing, actually you can get involved with a man and then, yeah, go ahead and marry. Oh, it's actually okay. You can even get married. You can even marry with someone whom you had zina. Actually, you can marry her daughter who was born outside of the marriage under the zina. So Islam is disgusting the
Because
beauty of religion.
yeah, just to let everybody know, because the relationship has not been established. Because
Yeah,
she is
just
not your
zina.
daughter.
Yeah, just zina. A girl outside of the marriage, and then father can marry her. such a disgustingly wonderful ideology we are talking about.
So shall we go back to the video now?
Yeah, you've got someone in the backstage. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, there are certain people I would rather not waste my time. Do you want to speak with him? That's fine.
It's your live stream today. It's your turn. So,
It's a waste of time to talk to him.
okay.
But before continuing, I will say thank you to Blackpink and US30 Trend Tracker. Thank you so very much, sir. Blackpink said BBC, Piers Morgan, and Mehdi Hassan, liberals misguiding people. You are absolutely right. I agree with you. Obedience said many Muslims says this is Allah's land. Everyone everywhere they go. They are right because the evil one has dominion over the earthly world for now. Sister, would you like to say something on this comment?
Um, we live we live in the times of where we call biblical times, right? People call evil good. Isaiah talks about it. So
Yep.
it is that stage. In the mind of Muslims, all world is belong to me. I can do whatever I want. It's like a stuff, right? Like their wife, their woman, like a stuff. You can change it. You can do whatever you want to do. But in reality, you've got to wake up. You've got to wake up. My home is not your home. My property is not your property. I don't know how else I can say that nicely. And you are not even your own. You are belong to God.
Amen to that. All right, so let's move forward. Now, Miss Liberal Randu lady is going to point out not from the Bible, but from Talmud. So just check
Can
it
you
out.
go back like maybe like 30 seconds or something so we know where we left?
Okay. There you go. Let me just go back a little more.
For example, Sharia law, right? In Sharia law, it says that a crime will be punished differently as a function of the identity of the perpetrator and the victim. So if a Jewish man were to kill a Muslim man, it wouldn't be the same penalty as if it were reversed. I can give you all of the sources that support that Sharia ruling.
God, I have some bad news for you about the Talmud.
Why does she think this is funny? Seriously. Like, this is like whataboutism, right? You are pointing out the problem in someone's teachings, and application of that is very harsh to the world. And then person is like, oh, what about other religion? What about that religion? Like, can't you be like brave enough and then take responsibility for those teachings?
Nope.
Like,
What
seriously,
about
like,
Talmud?
what about Aisha? What about Muhammad? What about Jackson? What about Cat? That doesn't change the fact those teachings are there, and implication of those teachings are happening, and it's very dangerous to the world. And she thinks
And
that's funny. Like, seriously, like,
the problem is very simple. If I would have been there, I would have said, no Jew in this entire world has ever asked in any country to implement Jewish laws. No Jew, none, zero, nada. They are implementing those laws even if they are the worst of the worst laws in their country. In their country. Yes, we can say this country is bad then. We can say Israeli laws are bad. Absolutely. You have the right to do that. And but Muslim wants these Sharia in Western country, not in Pakistan, not in Saudi Arabia, not in Qatar, Muscat, Oman, Indonesia. No, in the Western countries. So we were talking about the Western country. Has a Jew ever asked for the Talmudic Sharia to be implemented in Britain or America? This is so such stupid and hypocritical. But like that is why the more I listen, the more I want to use her as a punching bag, but I cannot because sister said that would be wrong of me and that would be a sin. But Bible says that if you keep on sinning, it is as if you are making Christ go through crucifixion again and again, and he has not died for you. But I shouldn't be angry as well, but I do get angry when I listen to these kind of stupid women, by the way. So sister, what do you want to say?
I was just trying to find the data. Let me just go to the other. It's somewhere here.
What are you trying to find? I don't understand.
I wanted to find out how many Jews are walking around with knife, with sword, with bombs to kill non-Jews. And then also I've got statistics where I can see how many what is it called? How many Jews are involved in these Britain rape gangs? So I'm just gonna bring up the numbers.
I think if there is any Jew involved in ever in the history in doing this kind of stuff, he must have recited the Shahada first. Because I have never heard about a Jew doing this.
I'll point out.
Jews are crazy when it comes to making businesses, earning more profit, making extortion amount of interest rates and etc. etc. They are famous in these kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you won't find them doing the grooming gang. That is not a very Jewish thing. Yeah, they do take interest. They do take all of these kind of things. But hey, Mr. Steve Hussain Mashni, welcome. God bless you, brother.
Okay, can I share screen?
Absolutely. If you share it, then I will put it up. I haven't seen the share yet.
It's coming. My computer is like, can you see my screen? I don't know what you see right now.
Now I can. You gotta zoom it in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay.
Is it big?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
So this year is 25th year of 9/11. Okay. I just wanted to know how many Jews are walking around and doing these terrorist attacks. Okay. It says 49,657 attacks, deadly terror attacks since 9/11. On the top of that, can you see, like, this is new way spelling Jews.
It says ISLAMIC, Jewish.
Yeah, terrorists. Yeah. So how many of them happen?
Let's spell it out again.
49,657 Jews terrorists.
Jewish.
Jewish. This is new spelling. So this is new spelling. ISLAMIC.
Jewish.
Yeah, it is like when you look at it, it might make you think it is Islamic, but deep down when you spell it out, you can see it is Jews attack, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
How many of them?
49,657. So they are actually 43 attacks less than reaching 5,000.
Yeah, so these people are walking around to murder people. Yeah. See how, what is the term?
I need the website, sister.
What is the religion of peace? Sorry, yeah, religion of peace. So like how many Jews are doing this? Yeah, they all looked at the Talmud 49,000 of them. And then earlier, let me find that. Where is that? 95. Just a second. And then also, I am curious of how many Jews are following the Talmud and walking around to gang rape white British kids. Okay?
How many? Let's read.
So, approximate 95% of those who are involved
R M U S L I M. Jew.
Okay, so when if you are not good, if English is your second language, so it is spelled exactly the way Muslim is being spelled, right? But actually it is Jews. M U S L I M.
Jews.
Yeah. 250,000 at least 250,000 white girls are being raped, gang raped, and 95% of them are M U S L I M. Faith.
Jews.
Yeah.
Subhanallah. That's what the question was all about.
Amazingly, 87% of these convicted has the Jews names.
Pakistani Jews names.
Yeah, Pakistan. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Pakistani Jews names. Forgot that part. Sorry. Again, spelling is M U S L I M.
It does really sound like Muslim, but it is Jew.
Yeah. Yeah. So if English is your first language, you might be looking at second language. You might be looking at it and then you might think, oh, this is Jew. But no, since this Miss Muslim or whoever that lady is pointing out, this lady is pointing out, oh, you've got I don't want to break it to you, but Talmud contained the same thing. I just wanted to see how many Jews are involved going around and then causing Britain rape gangs. I wanted to see how many Jews are around since 9/11 causing these terror attacks. Yeah.
All right, let's move forward. Now they're both smiling. Gad is smiling. All right, let's play.
But I'll ignore that for a second. So that said, you take a fundamental principle from Lady Justice being blind, where you don't do that in American jurisprudence. Those two realities are antithetical to each other. I'm not aware of too many Talmudic extremists who are trying to.
Well, exactly. It's a political problem. It's not a religious problem.
It is a religious problem, not a political problem, you stupid fool. But Gad has a very good answer on this one. So check this out.
90% of Islam is political Islam. About 10% of it is spiritual. So.
All right. Yes, sister. You want to add something?
If anyone kind of gets bored and then you want to kind of remember what is the face of uneducated woman who just wants to compromise, I think like few seconds ago of this video is right place to check it out.
I want to see if one of her daughter gets gang raped, what will she do? Will she say no?
I don't want to see something like that, and I don't want her to even experience something like that.
But 250,000 girls' parents.
No. At least, brother.
At least 250,000 girls' parents went through that pain, and they are shouting about it. And she is saying, no, we should let them stay in Britain and now she's advocating that we should let them go into America. So unless something like similar, I would say a innocent person's daughter should be swapped with her daughter so that she would feel it. Maybe she will then understand.
It is very ugly thing. I don't think
I
anyone
fully agree. I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you.
anyone should
But like, how will you teach these people? How can you teach these people then? You tell me. I can't slap her. I can't punch her. How can I teach her?
I don't think she wants to be taught. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know what position she's holding. I hope she's not there for the greed of votes and power and job.
You know what Jesus said? If any of you hinder
A little
to
kid.
these children of mine, you should take a big stone, wrap it around your neck, and jump in the deepest water.
Have you seen those millstones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's talking about the big millstone, which human hands does not do, but rather they use ox or cow to do that. So the big one, so you can't even swim out. That is the stone that Jesus was talking about, the big one. So like she has no idea what the Bible is saying. Otherwise, she should do exactly what Jesus is saying instead of advocating for these people.
I don't think someone needs to know Bible to figure out whether this is right and wrong. It is always and always wrong when man thinks it's all right to climb the top of a child. It is always and always wrong when man, after having sex with a child, puts a vodka bottle in her vagina. It is always wrong. You don't need to know the Bible to figure out whether that is right and wrong.
I understand. He needs
I
to
get
be arrested. That's what Ida said. Ida, welcome.
no,
God
like
bless you.
she doesn't need to be arrested. Like her views is not crime. It's just like dangerous. Her
It is
views are.
crime. It is like it should be pronounced as criminal.
We are better than that. Look, put up the thing. Put out the thing on the
May I please
screen.
show the verses if you don't mind of the Bible
Uh,
before I put that up? I
I
wanna
think
bring
first
them
we
up.
put this because we close with beautiful
Okay.
Bible. Because
All right.
yeah,
All right.
last thing we want is someone to go home and then remember what we shoved versus remember what Bible says. We want people to remember what Bible says. Do you want to read this or do you want me to read it?
You can read it because it's too far from me still. It's readable but difficult. So you read it, please.
On one occasion, Chloe was abducted by taken away by an abuser who was driving drunk and taking her to the graveyard. He gave Chloe, she's still 12 years old, whiskey before forcing himself on her and raping her. He withdrew before ejaculation and forced the empty whiskey bottle. I apologize, I said vodka, apparently it's whiskey bottle in Chloe's vagina,
At 12 years old.
where it shattered.
Oh,
Chloe was taken to hospital, but no questions were asked about how she had sustained such injury. Glasses were removed and she was discharged. This girl is only 12 years old. She's been, just move to the a little bit earlier page. She's been raped by Muslim, mainly Pakistani Mr. Muslims, okay, for few years. And this Mr. Muslim, don't ever think even telling me, oh, he's not a Muslim because he's drinking whiskey. Don't ever come to that low level, Mr. Muslims. This Mr. Muslim, after drinking the whiskey, he puts the whiskey bottle into 12 years old girl's vagina. Think about the size of whiskey bottle and think about size of 12 years old girl's vagina. And then when she turns up the emergency, no one ever bothers to ask the question of how did this even happen?
Because they know how this happened.
And Mr. Police Officers simply dismiss this by labeling this girl, 12 years old girl, prostitute. So, therefore, no one, this is simply evil, and no one needs to read the Bible to figure out whether this is evil or not, because this is evil. No one needs to be Einstein, no one needs to be Christian, no one needs to know God to figure out whether this is evil. This is evil.
I have not heard of this report before. This is the first time I'm hearing it,
I
and
did
it
feel
is
like
beyond disgusting.
I'll send you the PDF.
This is beyond disgusting.
No, we are over the time for 1 minute. Do you want to bring up the what Bible says?
Can we
I
finish
just
this? We have two and a
yeah.
half more minutes. Okay, 2.5 more minutes. I will not stop in the middle, and let's finish this.
Sorry.
Not a religious problem.
Uh,
That's my point.
90% of Islam is political Islam, about 10% of it is spiritual. So, political Islam is a fundamental feature of Islam. There is no Islamism or Islam, there's just Islam. Erdogan, the Turkish president, has said so. 75,000 other Islamic clerics have said exactly the same thing. So, we don't have many people who are trying to infuse Talmudic principles within American jurisprudence. We are seeing in the West an incursion of Sharia principles that is incompatible. So I don't think Muslims are incompatible with the West, because I may have a lot more in common with a Muslim secularist than I might have with an Orthodox Jew. So to say Muslims are not allowed in the West, I would completely disagree with. But are there tenets of Islam, to your point, that are perfectly incompatible with the West? Nothing could be clearer. A 3-day-old pigeon understands that.
Okay.
That is where it ends. A 3-day-old pigeon can understand that. He was right on spot. He was right on spot, sister. You gotta admit to that. All right.
Isn't
You wanna-
it mind blowing that pigeon can understand this? 3 days old pigeon can understand this, but somehow woman who is in the place of power and position and authority cannot understand this.
Yeah, because she needs to dictate for that, right?
It reminds me like story of Jonah, right?
Uh-huh. How? Please tell me.
Fish knows God is all present and all knowing, versus Jonah thinks he can run away from God.
Nice.
Pigeon can understand Islam is very dangerous, but human being who has been educated don't think that.
Unfortunately, that is true. There was a seminar happened in Dubai long time ago in 2012, 14 somewhere, where that guy said something very beautifully, right? You remember that seminar video? Do you have it?
The guy who said
There is
they
a
are gonna
time coming
yeah
when these
yeah
people are going to cry Where is it? I can't seems to find it. That is the right video to play at this time.
Um, I I wouldn't know where it is in my computer, but also I am reminded as you are thinking about it. Few months ago, Qatar. No, it
Hmm.
wasn't Qatar. Arab Emirates decided they are going to cancel student visas for UK because Muslims who go to UK to study, they become like terrorists. They go back. They go back. Seriously, they go back as supporters of Muslim Brotherhood stuff, and then they didn't want to give visa anymore.
Yeah, let's play this one and
Oh,
we'll
أنت
be
تحمل
done.
مسؤوليتها. And let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
I have translation.
No, I know you have translation, but I just want to make sure you get it right. There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of the lack of decision making, trying to be politically correct, or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do. And I'm sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
Oof, 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 oof. Unbelievable. Somebody saying
Mus-
that to this extent is unbelievable. Yes, sister.
A Muslim majority country in Middle East will no longer sponsor students seeking to study abroad in Britain, claiming that it fears students will be radicalized. The United Arab Emirates believes that its students in Britain could be subject to indoctrination and radicalization by the Muslim Brotherhood, according to London-based news outlet The Times. Think
Wow.
about it. Muslim country is not sending their kids to UK, to England, because they know their kids are gonna become future jihadis.
Absolutely. There you go. Let's close it with the Bible verses that I brought in the middle of the discussion. It's good to read it. The greatest in the kingdom of heaven is Matthew chapter number 18. At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, who then is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? He called a little child to him and placed the child among them. And he said, truly I tell you, unless you change and become like a little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever takes the lowly position of this child is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me. So he's talking about children as well as believers who will come to God as child, as a lowly position, both at the same time, causing to stumble. If anyone causes one of these little ones, which are the children and the people who believes in Jesus Christ, that who comes to God as humble, as lowly, those who believe in me to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large milestone, which is the one in the old days when you are making flour out of seeds, hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. In the depths of the sea. Woe to the world because of the things that cause people to stumble, such things must come out. But woe to the person through whom they come. You know, that is a curse kind of a word in a very nice tone. Nice tone. If your hand or your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life maimed or crippled than to have 2 hands and 2 feet to be thrown into eternal fire. And if your eyes causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to end life with one eye than to have two eyes and be thrown in the fire. So, guys, this is a very grave sin that we are talking about that is happening. And the
This
one, mm, yes,
this
sister.
is this is in the case of even if you cause little one to stumble, right?
Yes, to stumble only.
It's better for you to get large millstone and then jump into the ocean. And there are individuals out there not only causing them to stumble, but really, really physically hurting them.
Exactly. So woe to the world because of the things that causes people to stumble of this lady, and woe to the person through whom they come. This is huge. And I would say UK and the people of the parliament who are making these decisions and policies, they need to read this passage and read what the Bible is teaching them. They are cursed in reality. Like literally, it says woe. Like in if I read it in Urdu, that would be like a curse kind of a thing, I think. Woe to the person through whom they come. Woe to the world because of things that causes people to stumble. That is like in the New Testament, there are very few verses where anger has been shown. It's mostly lovey-dovey. But then again, there are very few passages which comes in as explicit, harsh tone with explicit, as a cursing kind of a thing. Very few, but there are there. So imagine if there are very few, then you should be very careful about those things, because if there are few, then those things are extremely, extremely bad, and take we should keep ourselves away from them and away from these kind of people. Sister, your last words before we end the stream.
Come, Lord Jesus.
More than Aate. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a wonderful, lovely time. Thanks for being here. God bless you all, and thank you for all your support and super chats. Uncle Sam said, Adam, when Muhammad married a BBA, which is three script, huh?
Which is in their script.
Oh, in their script, sorry. Then why mullahs get mad when we call him? Okay. I thank you for so much for your super chat, but I think I'll refrain from answering this question. But thank you so very much. We already discussed about this. I hope you saw this. So yeah, he was bacha. Yeah, you're right, and that's what we say. But then again, you know what I mean. So have a blessed time. May the Lord Jesus Christ be with each and every one of you. He is the rock of salvation, and may He keep you under His wings, protect you all, save you, secure you. Listen to the Spirit so that you would understand the Bible in such a way that we can all follow the Bible and what are written in it. Take care. Do comment. Do share. Allahu Asghar wa Yeshua Akbarul Azim. God bless you all.